Hey there, folks, and welcome back to What's in the Fridge. There's a smudge on the lens. Oh, Jess, you got peanut butter all over the lens with your peanut butter toddler fingers. Hey there, folks, welcome to a very special episode of Basics, where two things are happening. First off, we have no idea what to make. Second off, it is quite literally less than 24 hours before this episode is published. It is 2:24 p.m. On Wednesday, January 12th, 2022. This episode will be, damn it. We wanted to see what kind of practical meal could we throw together with what we have kicking around. We haven't shot properly since before the holiday, so we don't really know what's in it. We genuinely don't know what's in there, and whatever's in there is probably no good. So we're gonna harvest whatever goodness we can out of the fridge, whatever interesting things we'd find out of the pantry. Might be a very simple dish, might be very fun and stony, might be very whatever, I don't know. But we're gonna make it, whatever it is, and you're gonna eat it. Let's take a look on this very special episode of What's in the Fridge on Basics. Action. This is our fridge, which we've hardly used since before Christmas break. Like I mentioned, right now it's January 12th. Let's see what's inside. Well, yeah, we got a lot of condiments. Oh, this chicken salad has some brown liquid on the bottom. Yeah, no longer good. Well, yep. We have some sausage casings, probably not for today. Every time you go and clean out the fridge, you're like, I gotta use this caviar. Old, but still viable, maybe avocados. These guys are still good. Yeah, here's a half onion. That'll be handy. Ooh, we got some pickled jalapeños. Got some parsley, cilantro. Ton of hard cheeses. These guys, they last pretty much as long as they look edible. Like hard cheeses, even if they have a little mold growing on the outside, and shave that off, and there's still perfectly good cheese underneath. Once you've used all of it, you can use the rind in soups and stews and stuff like that. Is mozzarella supposed to be brownish red? I'm curious. No? Oh, we got one slice of mozzarella. we got one Kraft single. Aptly named. This could open up the door to a pretty sweet mac and cheese. American cheese is full of emulsifiers and stabilizers that help make for a really gooey, cheesy sauce with no roux. So we can make a quick mac and cheese of some kind, maybe with some pickled jalapenos, some of this great avocado chicken from 2 weeks ago, get some of that nice brown stuff on there. Ah! Hello. We got some Emmentaler. This looks still viable. A bunch of goat cheese in here, that's interesting. Oh, we have more bacon than anybody should be allowed to have. Got some chicken stock, always nice to have on hand. Some iced cubes. We could use these in some kind of like a cocktail or, whoa, no, they're not ready yet, they're not ripe. Some chicken livers. Yeah, no, that's the freezer. Yeah, get in there, get my point of view. Show what I'm seeing. Okay, so we have a lot of viable ingredients, a lot of rotten ingredients because it's been a long vacation. We haven't cared about anything in a while. Why are you doing this? I think we're going to make a jalapeno popper mac and cheese because we have these nice pickled jalapenos. Let's get started, shall we? First thing we need, pasta, milk. That's it.
And we're back to basics as usual. Here's all the stuff that I harvested from the fridge and pantry. Let's see if we can mix it all together and then eat it. I'm gonna start by dicing my half a spare onion, and then I've got a couple cloves of old garlic, which can sometimes run a little bitter. The solution is to take out the germ, the little green sprouty guy that you sometimes see growing in the center of a clove of garlic. Once you've exorcised that demon, you can chop or crush as usual. We're then thinly slicing the scallions, separating the greens and whites. Then here I've got a pound of frozen thick cut bacon. To cut down on prep time, I'm going to skip thawing the bacon and cook it straight out the freezer. All you gotta do is cut up about a half pound of bacon into bite-sized strips. Doesn't matter if they're all frozen and stuck together. They're all headed into a cold 12-inch cast iron skillet, along with about a quarter cup of water, which is gonna help the bacon heat up more slowly, separate more readily, and cook more evenly. Bring that up to a simmer over medium-high heat, drop the heat down to medium, and stir occasionally until the water has evaporated, the fat has rendered out of the bacon, and the bacon is crisp. About 5 to 7 minutes, we're gonna fish the bacon out of the fat. Go ahead and drain that on some paper towels. Be sure to reserve that bacon fat. Maybe don't pour it right over the hot burner, you jackass. Come on, Andy, there are people watching. Set that pan back over medium heat with 1 to 2 tablespoons of bacon fat, add our diced onion and the whites of our 2 scallions, and saute for 3 to 5 minutes, stirring frequently over medium heat until soft and starting to brown. Add a couple cloves of crushed garlic, saute for about 30 seconds or until fragrant, and then we're going to add 12 ounces of the uncooked pasta of our choice. I don't really recommend rigatoni, but that's all we had. Then we're adding 2 cups of water and almost enough milk to cover the pasta. Bring this guy to a simmer over medium heat, cover and cook, stirring every 2 minutes or so to make sure that the pasta is cooking evenly until, well, it's cooked evenly. Make sure nobody's sticking to the bottom of the pot, and if you got a Kendall handy, make sure that she stirs the pasta when you run to the bathroom. Once the pasta is not quite al dente, we're going to add 3 slices of American cheese. Please don't punish me, pasta gods, but like I mentioned earlier, the various chemical goos in American cheese make it good for cheese sauce. Add about a 1/4 teaspoon each cayenne pepper and sweet paprika, and then we're cooking this over low heat, stirring constantly until the cheese is completely melted. Then we're killing the heat and grating about 4 ounces of your more traditional mac and cheese, something like Gruyere or cheddar. I'm also going to add about a 1/4 cup of cubed cream cheese, so as to make our mac and cheese more jalapeno popper-like. Add our scallion greens and about 1/3 of a cup of pickled or jarred jalapeños. Get everybody a little bit more redistributed before seasoning with kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper. Add the crispy bacon, of course. Mix everybody up, let those flavors get to know each other, taste for seasoning, and if the sauce seems to be a little thick, don't be afraid to add a little bit more milk. Top it off with some more good melting cheese, of course, and damn, nice shot, Jess. Then in a separate bowl, we're combining about a 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs with about 2 ounces of finely grated Parmesan cheese. Toss that together, make sure that there aren't any clumps, and as you might have guessed, this mixture is getting sprinkled evenly over the top, just enough so that you can still see the shapes of the pasta. Then this guy's headed into a preheated 375° Fahrenheit oven, preferably with convection, until the top is browned and crunchy and the cheese is bubbly, about 20 minutes. Then we just gotta let it rest for 5 minutes before kicking things back to live audio Andy to see how it tastes.
This is out of the oven. It has been resting for 5 minutes until it's no longer hissing and bubbling and doing all kinds of stuff. So when you're making a cooking show, you want to sort of enter from the rear. So when you're making a cooking show, oh, I'm not getting a good cheese stretch here. Come on, give me a cheese stretch. Cheese stretch, come on. Oh, for real? Okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna eat it. How? All right, let's see how this bad boy came out. And it's quite good. A little bit of heat from the jalapenos, a little bit of, acidic bite from the fact that they're pickled jalapenos. Lots of flavor from all that onion and garlic and the bacon. You gotta hate bacon. I mean, you gotta love bacon. Sorry, excuse me. And this really does have a lovely sauce to it, even though we put cream cheese in it. It's nice and smooth and nice and creamy. It's a pretty quick and easy and really delicious lunch. My only question is, what are you guys gonna have? It's funny. Ow. My teeth. Okay, we got some, nope. Ah! What the I knew there'd be a science project. Yeah, no, this smells like a cow's teeth. Nice Meyer lemons could make, something. Oh, God. Jesus. Dude, this is just gonna be a fridge cleaning episode. We're not even gonna cook anything.